what is it that gets them over the hump? What are you teaching your salespeople when they're coming in and they're talking to someone new? They knock on a door, they get a new lead, and this process has started, but the company has not dealt with you before, and they're maybe looking to upgrade a crusher or whatever and insert it into their program. What gets it over the line? Is it your technical proficiency, your ability to communicate, the develop ability to develop a relationship? What do you think? What do you think does it?
That introductory visit or those first couple of visits with a customer are extremely important. We a lot of times we'll bring a team in, myself with a salesman, and oftentimes manufacturer or our VP of aggregate sales within our company as well.
Mm,
We introduce our company. We show some examples of some very successful projects we've been involved in. All of our offerings that we have, we obviously emphasize our after sales support, the service side, the volume of parts that we stock on our shelves, and just who we are and what we represent. And that seems to go a long ways.
do you? I know this is I know it's a little bit of a nitpick question, but I do find it interesting. When do you think that part of that reason, when you bring in, let's say, a VP on the aggregate side, and that when you start, do you think the reason that they ultimately make that choice to go is because they are seeing that support and how serious you take them as a client? Does it sometimes come down to things that simple?
Absolutely, it does. We're not afraid to get our hands dirty. We get on sites with the customers. We've all been there shoveling out a belt that has stopped under a crusher and
Right.
helping get things running. I mean, we're really there to partner with the customer and to stand by their side with it because we want to see them every bit as successful as they do.
Right. Yeah, it's a funny it's funny that the companies that I see are successful, and I like that you said about the shoveling the the rock out of the off of the belt. The companies that are fully engaged, and it doesn't matter the size. I've had this conversation with, people that have smaller companies and probably been guilty of it, looking for systems. Oh, this is the way you do it. But sometimes the way you do it is by doing what needs to get done. And is that culture that that General Equipment has developed, is that does that is that a spin-off of who the founders were? And I think there's some of the next generation is still involved in the company and ownership and things like that. Is that a top down, or is that something you personally are just that you push for? Where does that sort of come from?
That comes from the original founders and the second generation leaders, and everybody has the same mentality. Whatever it takes to get the job done, to get the customer running, to get the customer running efficiently and effectively. We don't have a lot of formal standards, formal policies when it comes to things like that.
Mm.
We just react, and whatever it takes to see the customer successful.